Good morning. This is Miss Walden. I'm sick today, so I won't show you my horribly messed up face, but I will see you soon. I'm going to be okay. Just need a day of rest. So, some things for you to do. I would love for you to go to Quizlet and play with the Middle East map, see how good you can get with that. Um, there's a comic book that is in the green reader, and I would love for you to read that. Shouldn't take too long. You can also find it online on the class website, as is all this stuff. And then there are two videos that will help you understand the Syrian civil war and how it comes to today. One is 5 minutes long. It's linked on the website, and it explains how a civil war, which is a war between two groups, becomes a proxy war where an outside forces are using the war as an excuse to hit at each other. And then the second video explains the Turkish invasion of Syria, and that brings you up to today. So these Vox News videos are kind of fast, and you may find that you want to watch, especially the first one, twice in order to sort of get a sense of what's going on. So background is we've been talking about Arab Spring. We talked about how it got started in Tunisia as a battle against the dictator Ben Ali. And this is just a sample of the humongous outpour of antagonism towards the dictator that happened right after the fruit vendor's suicide. And here you see people celebrating the success of their revolution and the end of Ben Ali's dictatorship. Within weeks, that revolution had spread to Egypt, where folks were protesting against a dictator of 40 years, Mubarak. The protest turned into an occupation of Tahrir Square, which lasted for several weeks. And then eventually the dictator caved and was imprisoned. This is the spread of that revolution to Bahrain, where it was put down violently. This is their sort of central square called Pearl Square. In Israel, there were huge demonstrations over the summer, which did not topple the government. In Libya, there were huge demonstrations which did topple the government of Muammar Gaddafi and brought about a period of, you might call it anarchy in Libya, where there are a number of different groups competing for power. This is Iran, and the elected prime minister of Iran and the religious leader of Iran. And notice that Ben Ali from Syria is here in the middle. I'm sorry, the leader of Syria. I just used the wrong name. And so the protests in Iran were aimed at the dominant leadership of Shia Muslims around the Middle East, but they were also unsuccessful in toppling the government. This is Lebanon, similar story. So all of this revolutionary period eventually ended up in Syria, and that's what today's lesson is about. And you have the comic book to get you started. But just to prompt you for the videos, I wanted to have you re-notice the map of the Middle East and this red area here, which is areas that are mostly mostly Kurdish. So this is an ethnic group that is not Islamic, and that has been here, since the dawn of time in the Middle East, and it spans multiple borders with Iran, Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. And so it's always felt itself to be a country, but it's never been recognized as a country in the history of the Middle East, and especially not in these borders that were drawn by Europeans. So that is part of the story about why things are the way they are in Syria. So again, your assignment today, after you've finished these instructions, is to go to the class website, click on the link to the Quizlet map, and practice with the map for a few minutes. Then read the comic book either in the green reader or by clicking on it on the website. And then watch the two videos, maybe the first one twice and then the second one, to bring you up to today. And I'll look forward to talking to you guys when I get back into class. Be well.